What's going on, everyone? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. So the season 11 update has officially come out to the public, global, every version that you could think of, it's already out. So today I thought it would be a good idea to talk about one of the more notable changes in terms of weapon patches for this season, which is of course the FENNEC. This was the one weapon change that pretty much put everyone on the edge of their seats because we didn't really know how powerful it was going to be. And whenever there is a change to the FENNEC, it's either very bad or very good. Sometimes the nerfs that received in the past make the weapon just terrible. I mean, before this update, it was alright, but it wasn't really that great. But whenever there is a buff, they usually overbuff it. And, you know, this has happened in the past maybe a few times. There was a time, I think for like one season or two, the FENNEC was meta, and then, you know, obviously when it first released with the Akimbo FENNEC, I mean, that was hell for a lot of people. So it kind of looks like the FENNEC is going to be part of the meta for the third time. And it's kind of scary and alarming, but based on other weapon changes that were made during this season, this might not be the only viable option. There might be other viable options out there, but based on what changed with the FENNEC this time around, it is far more terrifying to go up against. Keep in mind, the gameplay that you're seeing right now, is actually part of the Season 11 update. This is not from the past season. This is like current gameplay of the current FENNEC. So here's a refresher for what actually changed for the FENNEC in this season. So it improved the range profile from 217.24 to 318.24. It also improved the range profile for BR, as well as increasing the headshot multiplier from 1.1 times to 1.3 times. And it also improved the chest multiplier from 1.1 times to 1.2 times. And it also improved the upper and lower arm multipliers to 1 times instead of 0.08 times. Of course, you could only imagine what that actually does for the FENNEC. It makes it into a much more consistent 4/5 shot kill. And even when it comes to its 6-shot range, it's still pretty deadly. Path himself has made a video on the patch notes, and he did mention that the FENNEC is probably one of the more concerning changes. But again, for me, the FENNEC was already kind of weak, and it was solid, but at the same time, just really, really weak. And it was time for it to get like some sort of buff. But what they did to mitigate that issue, just in case they overdid it this time, they also did increase the range for the back 10 and just other SMGs in general. They improved recoil patterns and all that stuff. So the FENNEC wouldn't be the only thing in the game that would be viable. I mean, we still have the CBR meta, obviously that's still going to be a thing, and now we have improved range on the GKS, making it a 3-shot up to 16 meters or more, depending on what range attachments you use. So yeah, they kind of made some precautions before they buffed this thing to how it is right now. They made sure it wasn't going to be the only thing that would roll the game. And I understand they want to, you know, kind of learn from their mistakes from the past. And honestly, I think this is a good idea to add, at least for right now. Obviously, the update's only been out for 1 day. We'll see how everything goes. And from there, we could decide for ourselves whether or not this thing actually needs a nerf. And then we could provide them the feedback. I did try running the Akimbo to see how it would do. I mean, it is pretty solid, but it will never be up to where it was back in the day when it first got released. No way, and I think they learned their lesson pretty well with this. So here's the class up that I do have for you guys today. I have Monolithic Suppressor with OWC Laser Tactical, Ranger Foregrip, Extended Mag A, as well as Rubberized Grip Tape for maximum recoil control, accuracy, and just speed overall. So as I said before, I'm a little more accepting to this weapon being buffed right now, only because there's weapons that could actually at least somewhat compete with it. Previously, in the last 2 times that it was meta, there was really no options against the FENNEC, at least in close range. Of course, obviously long range, it's not really going to compete that well. But in close ranges like, you know, shipment, or even just in the tight areas of a map, yeah, obviously it's going to be dominant, but of course now we have the MAC-10, we have the CBR, we have other weapons like the GKS that could, you know, at least have a chance at taking it down. So I think what happened was a decent idea. I mean, still, like, I'm not 100% on it, but, you know, I'm a little accepting of what's going on right now with the current meta. We're just going to have to wait and see and let me know what you guys actually think down below. I'm really interested to hear what you guys, what your opinions are. So yeah, leave that down below in the comment section. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe for some more COD mode content. And I'll see you guys next time.